Hello and welcome to the channel. Do please like and subscribe if you're new, or if you're not new, do please like and subscribe as well. We are here today with Nautic Centre Mallorca to have a look at this Menorquin 34 HT. HT basically means hard top, as opposed to FB, which is flybridge. So these are very iconic, classic Balearic style yachts. They're very much based around the original fishing boats that plied the waters in these areas. So that's why it has that sort of rounded aft section, and you can see there's a paying homage to the old style tiller rudder. Deck shower down there, and I don't know what that one is. One's probably deck and one's shore. Oh, no, that's the header, and oh, that's fresh water inlet. Lots and lots of beautiful wood on here as well. So starting with this lovely teak sea door, teak cappings to the back of the railings, and also teak cappings to the bulwarks. And then down here we have a swim ladder, but brilliantly they've actually thought about giving you something to hold on to as you're climbing out the swim ladder. So let's head on board. As again, we have teak all the way through here, which I believe is an option, and that runs halfway up the side decks and exactly the same up the other side deck. Both side decks are the same, so you're left with this rather open plan to do with as you please, really. As you can see, there's a big opening hatch here to gain access to the engines. It's an engine and a lazarette section, so we'll have a look on the way out, but it is pretty vast. But for service inspections, there's a little hatch there, and there's a little pop down seat here with a bit of storage. Following the handcrafted beautiful woodwork theme, you can see these doors and the inserts in the hard top overhang. Beautifully high quality varnished. Same with the doors. These doors then double fold back on themselves again, so that section will go out there and that one will go out there if you want to, opening this whole section at the back. So you can effectively have the whole dinette and the cabin area spreading out across the back of the boat, bearing in mind it's a Mediterranean themed boat. So lovely white leatherette sofa and dining area. That's a high-low table, so you can drop that table down if you want to and make it the third berth of the boat. On the port side we have the galley area, pretty self-explanatory really. But the other nice thing about this is it's all solid wood. I can't see, and I could be wrong, doesn't seem to be any ply anywhere. Lovely Korean worktop, twin burner gas hob with these really clever little fiddles which are designed to hold the pan in place so you can actually cook while you're going along. Very big fridge in there. Again, nice grab handle either if you're passing through or cooking. Inset sink and a lovely mixer tap, and great big superstructure windows that run the whole way through. Really does flood light in. Opening window on that side, and equally an opening window over here on the helm station. And you'll notice set into the roof, because there's no flybridge, we can now actually have access to fresh air and light through those double hatches. And if you want to close the light off, you can put the sunscreen across, sunslide across, and that keeps it dark at night. And obviously if you're sleeping in this cabin, you've got curtains that run the whole way through. But the woodwork is absolutely fabulous. So over on the starboard side here, there's a sort of storage space, dresser, with additional drawer storage underneath. And over on the helm station we have I would say a single, possibly two-person helm seat with storage below. And there also is, as I say, a load of drawers down there and pull-out storage on both sections underneath these seats. So very much following in the sort of the classic style of the original builders of these boats. It's a little ship's wheel, and then you've got conventional switch gear. This boat, all the options engine wise on this are Volvo Pentas, and they're D4s and D6s depending on what you want. Ray Marine electronics, and hidden down here we have the bow thruster and the zip wake system. Ship to shore radio down there. So that naturally leads us straight across to the companionway that takes us down below deck. We shall head down below now. Again, the woodwork follows the whole way through to this master cabin with its centerline double berth, the usual drawer storage underneath, and whilst that is an access hatch under there, it does actually open up to a surprisingly large storage area. Storage is a really great feature on this boat. Look at that. Just going to put it back. So again, really good light flooding in here. Hull window, superstructure porthole with a fly screen mesh. Decent size, in all fairness for the size of this boat, decent size foredeck hatch, and then use of mirror above the bed to throw that light back into the room. Power sockets and cubby storage in there, and on both sides of the room we have a couple of very good size lockers and a nice big mirror behind the door. Now there's one shed heads for this 2 cabin, possibly 3 cabin boat if you convert the dinette, and that is in here. But because they're not trying to squeeze 2 heads in, it does mean it's actually a decent size. Lovely wood effect floor with cut-in drainage, nice sink unit, and again all the woodwork is solid. Really nice. Behind the door is the heads, shower curtain, but it's a very, very decent sized shower, and again comes with full standing headroom. So directly across the companionway from us here is cabin number 2, which is full of storage. So these are effectively 3/4 height cupboards. Now I'm not going to open all of them because they're all exactly the same, but gives you an indication of the space. That's got the cushions in for the dinette, so of course I will, having said that, open another one. So there you go, lots of storage in there. Opening porthole, full standing headroom as we are here. That cuts down, actually I need to go back a little bit, that cuts down with 3 steps. So you see the first step runs across there, and then there's a separate step that cuts across here. So that does mean that you don't have full standing headroom down here, but you do have 2 very decent size single beds. Natural light and ventilation through the whole windows, and I'm guessing that this could probably be made into a double if you needed it to or wanted it to. But lots of storage. If I then pop around here and turn around, you can see behind me here there's a big storage section with 3 cupboards across the bottom, one on the left, one on the right, another hull window with ventilation, and that hull window we looked at on the way in. So there you go, that is cabin number 2. So it is beautifully finished. The woodwork is just fantastic and very, very classic. So without doing further ado, let's go and have a walk around the decks, and then we'll have a quick peek in the engine bay because it is absolutely massive for the size of boat. So as I mentioned earlier, both decks are the same size, and they do come with a little overhang, which is a really nice feature. Chunky guardrails the whole way through, and nice midships cleat here, and also there's a little gate here so you can actually take the rail out and exit through the side of the boat if you wanted to. Once you step off the deck, you've got this non-slip surface, which is really good, and it's quite nice because the decks lean out to the side of the boat, so they're going to naturally drain. Well, there's one thing I forgot actually, so I'm just going to, okay, we'll do it on the way out because somebody's just come on board. But there's brilliant fender storage. You have got fender baskets up here, but I don't know if you can see, actually I will do it. That locker there lifts up and allows you to get probably the best part of 6 fenders in there. Right the way forward, 2 switches for your anchor, very, very old school but very effective windlass, chain on this side, bollard on this side, and the option to have effectively either 2 anchors, or as we've done here, winch the lazy lines in. And then down here we have access to the anchor locker. I don't know if you can see in there, it's a bit dark. And then this classic throwback to the original Mallorcan fishing boats. There's that big hatch we looked at in the fore cabin, and then here you can see a big raft of sun cushions, and obviously, as we talked about earlier, no flybridge, and there are the two hatches in the top of the hardtop. I think they've gone inside, so I'm just going to quickly show you this locker here before we try and head in the engine bay. So there you go, look at that for storage space for fenders, and self-draining. You put lines, anything you like in there. Really impressive to have someone to hide those. So as promised, let's have a quick peek at the engine bay. Before we actually look at the engine bay, I'm just going to show you they have opened the doors all the way back. So that's how massively open this boat feels, and I'm just going to quickly nip forward and show you that view if you were dining here looking out the back of the boat. Obviously it's not quite the same with people walking by, but you get the idea. So let's quickly dive into the engine bay / lazarette through the inspection hatch. So here you go, a couple of Volvo Penta D4 270s in this particular example. You can see the tankage out the side there, exhaust system, hot water, immersion tank, engine number 2, and then fuel tank over there, again exhaust system, engine bay, fire system. But the best thing about this is if we turn around, you then have absolute ton of space behind you. Loads and loads of storage right the way out the sides there. Quite incredible, quite incredible. So there you go. I shall climb out and we shall finish off. And say thank you very much to the guys at Nautic Centre Mallorca for letting us have a look around these beautiful classic boats. Do please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time round.